So, good morning, Hannah. Lovely to see you.
Hi, Marie. Lovely to see you too.
You have just completed Empower World's online professional coach training and leadership program.
I have, yes.
It's been a few days since you've completed, and we thought we'd get together and have a little chat about your experience of our work and on what it's given you. So, how about we begin by you sharing what was it that attracted you to our program in the first place?
So I've been in Doha for about 9 years now, and my colleague, I think it was about 4 years ago, attended the program, and she said, Hannah, you have to do it. You absolutely have to do this. Marie and Janine, they will just blow you away. I was like, oh, okay. So I started to get curious, started to do my research. And if you were probably to go back into your records, Marie, you'll probably see that I've been asking for the last 5 years, when are the various dates of the programs, but life just took over for me in terms of every time I wanted to do it, I got pregnant. So I just...
That's interesting.
Other things just got in the way. So it's something I've always been interested in, having read the brochure and what it can give me. And in my role as the director of HR, I do coaching on a daily basis anyway. So I thought this would really help to upskill my skills. So that was the initial reason, and it's the best move I've ever made.
Oh, wow. Thank you for that lovely feedback, Hannah. So what was your experience like on this online training?
At first, I have to say that thinking about it being online, I did wonder what the interaction levels would be like, but it was so wonderful because the group just came together and straight away we gelled as if we were sitting right next to each other. So I would say to anyone who is thinking about maybe online is not for me, I would absolutely disagree and say go for it, because the interaction is still there. One thing I'd never been aware of is, how you operate these breakout rooms. So, in a normal classroom setting, you'd be able to go off in your different groups. So it was amazing how the web has interacted with this process and made us able to actually get into groups and do various activities. So it's been really fantastic.
It's so funny, hasn't it, Hannah? We've heard this before with people who have only wanted to do live. They've been so surprised at the collaboration and the connection that we do get online, particularly when we can go into different rooms with different people and get to know each other. It's pretty amazing.
It really has been amazing.
Even I'm a convert. Even I. So apart from that, what was the experience? What did you experience on this training that is important for you?
So I think I came with an open mind, expecting to learn skills that maybe I hadn't been applying. And the first session, I have to say, I came out of day one thinking, okay, there's some skills here I can take back to my workplace, and I don't know if anything will develop beyond that. But I can't tell you how the program's just blown me away, because every session just got deeper and deeper into my thinking and the way I apply things to my daily life, professionally and personally. So I think I initially thought I would be taking things away from it professionally to apply to my workplace, but it has given me so much personally. It has stretched me in ways that if someone had said to me 3 months ago, Hannah, you'll be doing this and this, I would have said, never. I would not be doing that. So for me, the experience has been enriching in the sense that it has made me become self-aware of potentially all the limiting beliefs I had within myself and within others, and really helped me to think about how I approach life and how I approach certain things. So the awareness piece and thinking about conscious versus unconscious has just brought everything together for me. I just feel more whole as a person. And that may sound really weird to people listening. But I went out the other day and my friend said, "Oh, Hannah, you look so much more relaxed." And I said, "Oh, so I've been uptight all this time." So it's just made me a new being, a refreshed, reinvigorated being. And I now know what I want out of life. So for anyone considering the program or unsure, please do it, because you will come out after day 8 thinking, this was worth it.
Oh, I feel really emotional as you're sharing your experience, because that's what happens on this program. People join to look at skills, but actually the way we have created the program is you go on a journey of your own self-discovery. And I always say, this is not just not change who you are, but this helps you remember who you truly are at your core. And no wonder people are noticing the difference, Hannah, because it seems to really have a physiological impact on how we move in the world when we do our own internal work. So great that so many people are noticing that about you. So if you could think of some of the lessons, some of the experiences that you had on the program, what are some of the highlights for you?
Goodness, there's so many. But if I pick up the main ones, I think I'll start with the limiting beliefs. Because, you know, as individuals, we often go through life just accepting that I can't do that, or I'll never be able to do that, or I'm not good at that, so I'll shy away from it. It's, you know, it hasn't served me through my life, so I'll just get on with the things I'm comfortable with. So it really gave me a realization of, actually, what's been holding me back? And it's been me. And it's weird to say that, because you think anyone can figure that out through their own self-reflection. But going through the 8 days and doing the various activities and just really reflecting after doing the logs after each session, just makes you sit back and think, actually, why can't I do that? And then it becomes a belief that I can. So when I look at the word can't now, and I often write it down and I take away the T, I can. So that, in terms of limiting beliefs, it's really helped me to understand why I've had those and really have a conversation with myself about, why is it you believe you can't do that? And I've come out on the other side much more positive. I think the other elements that really helped me was around the values and purpose work. So on the session where we had to do the purpose work, and there was a particular session with Melissa, and she was like, you know, we're going to ask you this question 3 times. And I was like, why do you need to ask the question 3 times? You know, I didn't say it out loud at the time, but my goodness, was it one of the most powerful exercises that we did. And I happened to have Melissa as a partner that day. And as she asked me the question each time, it just took me deeper and deeper as to, what is my purpose? Who am I here to serve? And why do I do the things I do? And by the end of it, I was so clear on why I'm here, who I'm here to serve, and the impact I want to create in the world. And for me, that was when I started my journey of, right, Hannah, this is what you need to do next, and you need to get on with it. So it gave me the belief that I could do it, and I have been doing it. And then I think the last thing was probably, again, the values work. Again, talking about values, we often think about those being enshrined within us, and some of them come from childhood. And when you dig deep about some of those values, you really have to ask yourself the question whether they are still serving you, and whether it's something you want to take forward, or you need to accept that it served you up until a certain point. So again, the values work made me really think, what are my values? And how does that fit in with my belief system? And again, going through those various exercises and all the self-reflection made me realize that there are certain things I've been carrying around that haven't necessarily served me. So again, I've had purposeful conversations with myself about, are you taking those forward, Hannah? And will they continue to serve you? So those are my three main takeaways that have continued to help me.
Yeah, they are so, so powerful. The purpose and values work is just phenomenally beautiful, inspiring, and really supports us to go deep within us to understand ourselves. I know when we created that exercise that you're talking about, it was based on the fabulous work of Simon Sinek and Knowing Your Why. And it always blows people away how simply we can tap into a part of us and uncover our deep purpose with such simple questioning techniques. So glad you found that useful and empowering, Hannah. And I know that you've kicked yourself into action to create some changes in your life that has been a direct result of some of the experiences you've had on the coach training. So well done, you.
Thank you very much, Marie. Thank you. It's really me just a new perspective on life, and having all those new perspectives, it just makes you think, actually, there's no road I can't take. And even if, you know, I do get bruised knees along the way, I just get back up and I shrug myself off and I get on with it. So no, it's been really powerful for me.
I think that's so important, Hannah, that you mention that, because when we're stepping outside of our comfort zone, there is no guarantee that things will succeed. But the skills and processes you learn from the coach training, and also if you work with a coach, you'll go through your own development. They teach you really powerful things about yourself to enable you to build resilience. And as you say, step back up, dust yourself down, and continue. There is no failure, only feedback. That's what we talk about in the coach training program.
Yes.
So if we can learn the lessons from failure, it's going to make us even stronger as we move forward.
And another thing I've taken, just as I just remembered as you said it then, about feedback. You know, feedback in my HR realm, speaking to employees, can be seen negatively or constructively. And I think the key takeaway, again, taken from Empower World, is feedback is a gift. And you just have to take away the key aspects that you need to work on and just get better. There's absolutely no harm in feedback. It just makes you a better person.
Yeah, we do a beautiful exercise on feedback and how to give and receive engaged feedback that's going to support people to, again, uncover their blind spots and understand what's holding them back.
Absolutely.
So as you know, it's 8 days, but in so much, it is so much more than 8 days. There's the processes between the online sessions. There's the reflective work. There's the practicing of coaching with your peers. So there's so much more to this program than it appears as you begin the journey. Hannah, thinking about somebody who maybe like you is thinking, is this for me? Is this something I should do? What would you say to them?
I would say you've got absolutely nothing to lose. It is a worthwhile investment in yourself, in your development, in your being, in you discovering so much more about yourself that, you know, it's so deep within. And this program just helps it to come out, and where you get the chance to have positive conversations and say, how is this serving me? So I would really encourage anyone who just wants that personal, even professional journey, to just take the leap of faith, because the leap of faith has brought me to the other side.
Hannah, I'm really grateful for you to come on this morning, and I'm so excited about what you're creating in the world. So anybody listening right now, I would say watch this space, look out for the name Hannah Balogun, and see what's coming.
Thank you so much, Marie.
I'll speak to you soon.
Take care. Thank you.